Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Deborah Liu, Head of Payments and Commerce for Facebook.
Thanks so much. It is great to be back. And I have to say, it's been an amazing year for payments. And I'm pretty sure that no one can say that the payments industry is boring after this year, right? Do you hear me? Come on. There's so much happening and so much evolution in this space, and we are excited to be part of Money 2020 to talk about that. It's been just a great year also, because it's an opportunity for us to work together to build new opportunities for commerce and payments in this ecosystem. And so, of course, when you think about Facebook, what do you think about first, right? You think about payments? Anybody? Anyone think about commerce? No, you actually think about the opportunity to share and the opportunity to build an ecosystem of your friends. It's an opportunity to talk about things like the election with those closest to you and to share the latest news story. But underlying all of that is also a place where payments and commerce are happening. And that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. But first, let's talk about Facebook itself. 864 million people come to Facebook on the web every single day. And over 700 million people come on mobile. That means over 1 billion people come to Facebook to engage with each other, to learn about the latest news, to share with their friends. And that is so powerful. But you know, the other thing that's really powerful is not just the number of people who come, but how much time they're investing in their Facebook experience. 40 minutes a day. That is the average amount of time every US user spends on Facebook every day. 40 minutes. And 1 in 5 mobile minutes are spent on a Facebook property. That is just an opportunity for us in this industry to capture, an opportunity for commerce and payments to happen. And that just shows the incredible reach that we have. And when I talked about the payments team, when I talked about Facebook, I asked whether you thought about Facebook as a payments company. And most of you laughed quietly. But you know, we do support an ecosystem with 55 currencies and 80 payment methods used globally. In fact, we do over 1 million transactions a day. And we have paid out over $7 billion to developers since 2010. What's amazing about this is it's a huge financial system built within a huge social network. And we've been able to do that with the partners here in the audience, with folks that have been working with us over the last several years. And what's also amazing is that we have the tools to continue to grow that over time. What's really interesting most recently is that we've been taking a look at fraud. You know, we have been on hyper growth for a long time, and the payments team said, you know what, we really need to understand the fraud in our ecosystem. And so they took a look, and we funded a team to focus on anti-fraud measures. And we were able to reduce fraud 80% on our site using the signals that you would think Facebook has, where people log in from, how often they're accessing the site, just even their activity. That has helped us to get fraud down to the lowest level. And that's what makes payments and commerce a great fit for Facebook, is that all of those things are available within the Facebook ecosystem. And as we grow, we want to open up opportunity to continue that race, to continue to open up opportunity for commerce across Facebook. And so, you know, usually when you think payments, you think, okay, how do I run a transaction? But I ask you, what are you running the transaction for? For commerce, that is the thing that people want to engage in. That is the exchange of goods and services. That is the thing that we need to enable as an industry. Payments only happen because commerce is happening. Payments only happen because there's a need. And that's why I'm here to talk about commerce and how it's happening already and how we can work together in this space. So what's interesting is commerce is changing. As I was telling you, 40 minutes a day, or 1 in 5 mobile minutes, are spent on Facebook. And we've seen so many companies come to us and say, I have built my business using Facebook tools. And at first, we didn't really understand the details of this, and then we actually started investing and investigating and understanding and growing it. And now we've built a huge suite of tools to make our partners successful in this space. So here's just a few examples. We have built a custom audience tool. So imagine that you have 50,000 customers, and you want to engage those customers. Email marketing is getting less and less engaging over time. So how do you find people where they are? You can find them on Facebook. And using custom audiences, you can upload a list and say, you know what, I want to find these customers who've lapsed my ecosystem. I want to bring them back because I have a new product to sell. And then beyond that, you could say, you know what, I have a base of customers I love. I want to grow my business over time. So I want to find more customers like this. And so then we built the lookalike system. The lookalike system actually is really unique, which is this. Let's say you bring your 50,000 clients and you upload them, and then you say, find me more customers like this. Well, we go into our system and we actually said, did you know that actually your clients are actually mostly women, young, urban, college educated, and really enjoy hiking? Those are systems, these are things that we can find in our system that are unique as part of Facebook. And then we can find you specifically the customers that are like the ones who've already made purchases with you, the ones who signed up for your credit card, the ones who signed up for your service or downloaded your app. And that is really, really powerful. We talk a lot in this industry about clicks. You advertise all your businesses, you talk about how to get clicks, but actually what you care about is conversion. You care about the people who sign up for your product, the people who test your product, the people who are going to download your app. And so as part of that, we launched website custom audiences and conversion pixel. So you can focus on people who are not the clickiest, but the people who are going to convert for you. And so what you do is you drop this pixel and you say, I want those folks who will reach the end of this flow, whether it's a sign-up flow, whether it's a conversion flow, whether it's an app flow, where you say, you know what, I want people who download and open the app. And we can help you find more and more of those people over time. Banana Republic, using these tools, custom audiences and lookalikes, saw 4x return on investment. And we have seen No More Rack tell us that last year, Black Friday, 12.5% of their purchases came directly from their Facebook advertising business. And that's what's really, really exciting, is that we're actually able to enable commerce and payments straight from Facebook, because this is where people are, and this is where they're consuming the content and seeing the things that they want to buy, seeing the things that they want to try. And that is what has made commerce really successful on Facebook thus far. But it's not just ads. It's easy to talk about ads and all of our great ads products and the successes that people have had there. But actually, people are using the rest of the tools on Facebook as well. Pages, 30 million small businesses have active pages on Facebook, one of the largest communities of small businesses in the world. These are businesses that are interacting with their clients, interacting with customers, and talking to their customers through Facebook. And groups, we have 700 million people who posted in a group in the last month. So think about that for a second. These are people who are actively posting, engaging with their friends in a trusted community. That is a really powerful tool that most people don't think about. And finally, the oldest product on Facebook, which is what originally Facebook was, which is profiles. I'll give you 3 examples of how commerce is happening in all of these surfaces. The first is a small company called Lolly Wally Doodle. It was started by a woman named Brandy Thomas in a small town called Lexington, North Carolina. She loves making clothes. And she made these handmade clothes, she designed them, she picked all the colors, and she sewed them. And she started selling them to a few of her friends in her community, and then she launched a Facebook page with this clothing. What's really amazing about Brandy's story is that she was able to build a business, never having had a corporate job, never running a big company. But due to her Facebook page, the advertising she did, people, the word of mouth that created, she has been able to double her business every year since 2009. And recently, she raised $20 million in VC funding to continue to grow her business and continue to invest in her business over time. The other thing that's really interesting is it has also not just changed her family's life, but also her entire community. Because Lexington, North Carolina is a small town, and she is now the second largest employer in Lexington with 250 employees, and she is aiming to be the largest one. That is the power of building a business with Facebook, and that's the power of commerce happening at Facebook at scale. We're seeing these stories of people who are emerging and doing wonderful things with just the tools that are there. And they're able to grow their business through ads and through word of mouth, through our tools. This is the beautiful island country of Mauritius. So it's an island off of Africa, and it has 1.3 million people who live there. So what's interesting about this island, you might wonder? Perhaps the fact that 25% of the island's population belong to one single Facebook group. And in that single Facebook group, they buy and sell and develop the economy of their island. That's what's really interesting, because they have built a community of trust where they can actually see who is friends of whom and who they can transact with. They can look at pictures and see how long someone's been on Facebook. They can see all of these things. And by doing that, they're able to build a community where they can trade goods and services every day with each other. And this has made their economy grow as well. This is not just a single story. We hear this all the time. You know, there's a lot of groups that are just forums. I'm a member of several of them. And a lot of them are for, say, moms who are interested in sharing tips for dealing with newborns or dealing with toddlers. And these groups have evolved over time where moms are trading ideas on what to buy and then eventually actually selling their used clothes there to their friends. What's interesting about this is it's a behavior that's just happening naturally. And it's amazing because commerce is happening every day all around us in these groups. And it is an opportunity for us to help enable that. And finally, profiles. Erica is a woman we met in Brazil. When we went to Brazil, we started meeting with people who said they built businesses on Facebook, and we said, this is really interesting. Let's talk to a bunch of them. She told us her story. So it started when it was her son's birthday, and she wanted to do something really special for him. But she didn't have a lot of money, and so she said, I just created cakes and decorations for his party. And of course, what do you do after you do that? After the party, you post it on Facebook. And her friends saw how beautiful the things were and asked her to make cakes and decorations for their kids' parties too, and the friends of their friends, and so on and so. She reached the 5,000 friend cap, and she realized she needed a Facebook page. And thus she moved over to Facebook page to create her business selling homemade cakes and party favors. This has completely transformed her life, and she has built a virtual business just selling these goods and services to her friends. But what's really fascinating is it opens up economic opportunity. And it opens up the opportunity for people to build businesses they couldn't have done before. And it opens up the surface area for them to reach out to people that they never knew. With the trust of Facebook, knowing who are friends of friends, knowing what the connection is, that is all so powerful. But you know, Facebook is not just for people like Erica and Brandy who are starting businesses from home. It's also for startups, like Applause. It's a great app for tickets to concerts, for sports in local communities. What's really interesting about Applause is they're only available in 40 cities, and they're continuing to grow. But what's great about it is that they can target exactly the people who are going to help grow their business. You know, targeting people in a town and selling and buying ads and acquisition in towns where they're not in is not helpful. And so what they've done is they have seen 10x the click-through rates using mobile app install ads. They have said, you know what, we want to target this specific town with this specific offer. And they're seeing half the cost to install. Again, you're seeing businesses grow. This startup continue to grow because of the power of the Facebook platform. Another one is Hotel Tonight, a larger app. Again, 10x the click-to-install rates. That's so amazing because they are able to acquire more profitably and over time grow their business faster. And they have been able to improve their ad spend, their return on their ad spend, continuously by using our tools. These are businesses started by individuals who have a passion for something, a good or service that they want to create for other people. And we're proud to be a small part of that and enable that commerce on Facebook. But you know, we talked a lot about commerce, but this is a payments conference. And you're probably wondering how this all ties together. Well, the thing is, where commerce happens, as people grow their businesses, the biggest challenge they often run into is payments. How do they acquire customers and actually get people through the conversion? We have interested customers. How do we convert them? And so we talked to a bunch of pages, and we started this test. This is Joseph Noguchi. They have been selling products from their Facebook page for a long time. It linked off to another site. But what was interesting was they were seeing a huge challenge, which was, filling in all of those fields, very difficult. Seeing how to get conversion, getting people through the funnel, all of those things were really challenging. And so, a bunch of these sellers actually said to us, wouldn't it be great if you could just click on the buy button in Newsfeed? And wouldn't it be great if you could just check out right there? And wouldn't it be even better if not everyone has to acquire the shipping address and billing address and email address, and it's all made available? And wouldn't it be great if it were powered with the same accounts that we use for merchant accounts in the back end through Stripe? And so we tested that, and we've seen amazing results. We've also seen great results, particularly on mobile, because, as you know, conversion is a third to a fifth of what it is on desktop. And so you see the experience where you go in, you can actually browse the product and get to know it right in Newsfeed, and click to check out. And it's that simple. By actually helping with the last mile, by connecting their merchant account to a place where people can enter their credit cards, and a place where we can tie the transaction together, we can improve the transactions on Facebook and make commerce even more powerful. It is not just a place for distribution, not just a place to acquire customers, but a place to convert them and a place to drive success. And so, I thank you for the opportunity to talk to all of you today about commerce on Facebook. But I invite all of you to a new challenge, which is how do we take that commerce and enable it? How do we close that last mile together and make it easy for people to transact? Because at the end of the day, Facebook is a place people discover things. But these businesses only succeed if we can help with that conversion. We can make the last mile payments easier. And all of these countries, people like Brandy, people like Erica, even the country of Mauritius, they need us to help them close that loop and to drive conversion. And we can do that together. Thank you.